Hello and good morning, everybody. How are you this morning? Welcome to our Tuesday morning business growth insights. I am so happy that you're here with us, and bear with me because the reason I'm looking down is I'm just trying to set up my my makeshift office here so I can see comments, etc. How you going, everybody? Welcome. Happy Tuesday. So thrilled that you're joining me today. Obviously, no one joining me just yet, but I'm sure there will be. If you are watching the replay of this trading, please pop hashtag replay in so I can come back and say good day to you and answer questions that you might have as we go along this morning. So those of you who don't know, my name is Ali Sugars and I am the founder and the principal of the Heart and Soul Business Academy, which is a little logo up there. And I have an absolute passion for helping people just like you in small business to build, grow and scale to a level that you never thought was possible. Also help you grow your confidence that you might not believe that you had. And I teach in the areas of mindset, motivation, marketing and momentum. So again, guys, if you are popping on, say good day in the chat. I love to feel like I'm in the room with you rather than in my little office here talking to the camera. Awesome. I can see Lainey is watching, Sharon's watching, Dean's watching, Nicolette is watching. Hey, guys, welcome. All right, so just so you know too, I'm going live via a program called StreamYard. So if you would like, when you comment, if you would like to see your name so it comes up like this, you are welcome. Just go to the link in the description, give StreamYard permission to see your name and it will come up with this. Otherwise, your name will come up like this, which doesn't matter. It's just a bit hard for me to know who I'm talking to. So good morning, Lainey. How are you, darling? All right, everybody. So let's get on with it without any further ado. We're going to talk today about how to charge what you're worth in business. And this is something that I come across quite often is people, for a multitude of reasons, which we're going to get into, people not knowing what to charge or even being scared to charge anything, which is ironic, really, because obviously to be in business, we need and make money, we need to charge that money. So I want to talk about how to recognize and understand your worth as a business owner, and also your worth, your worth in your services and in your products. It goes to both. So it doesn't matter if you're a product-based business or a service-based. This goes for both. Okay. So hello, Roxanne. How are you, beautiful? All right. So just let me share my screen and set up all my stuff. All right. So let's get going. So like I said, we're going to talk about how to charge what you're worth. Now, here are some top excuses. And Pame, can you just let me know, darling, when I've got about 5 minutes to go? That would be great, because I actually can't, the way I've got things set up, I can't see the time. My beautiful VA. Okay, so these are the top excuses, and I say excuses that we give for not making enough money. They're not necessarily excuses. They're actually things that we believe. And you guys know now, those of you who've been watching my training for a while, is I always say we, because these are things that I have done. I've gone on the journey with you, and why I have such a passion for doing what I do is because I want to help you avoid the things that I did that slowed me down in business. So good morning, Shapeshifter Susie Manley. How are you? Lovely to have you here, my darling. All right, so let's have a look. So first of all, when we think about not making enough or charging money, we feel like I don't know enough yet. And so we go on the hunt for, and when we go and study qualification after qualification, so we've got a list of qualifications and papers, like a pile of papers, because we feel like we don't know enough to be able to put ourselves out there. Or even like you might go, I don't know enough about my product yet to be able to go out and talk about it. So this is a big reason that people get held back from not making any money or not charging what they're worth. The second one is, I'm not sure what my products and services are worth, and I've got no idea what to charge. I'm going to answer that as we go along today, but this is a big one. So a lot of times, it's like, well, I see what other people are charging, but I don't know. And again, it comes back to, I don't know if my product or services or me in person are good enough. And when I started work as a virtual assistant a good 5 years ago now, I didn't know what to charge. I can see what other people were charging. They were charging, like $100 an hour to do virtual assistant work. And I didn't feel comfortable charging $35 an hour because I just wasn't embracing my worth in what I was doing. Okay. And I really didn't have any idea. A third one is, my clients don't have the money and times are tough. Now, this is a huge one. Now, okay, and I'm just going to be really direct here. I know that, the media say, they're putting it out there that times are tough. And I'm not saying that times aren't tough for people, but I can tell you right now that I have gone into sales calls assuming that someone doesn't have the money and that they're not going to pay for my course, and yet they ended up paying in full for my course. Okay. So yes, times are tough. Yes, there are things out there that are making things financially stressful for people. However, don't assume that it is the same way for everybody, because it's not. And you never know what people, what's going on in people's lives. So I could talk about this forever, because I have a whole course on money manifestation. If you want to know more about that, pop money in the chat and I'll let you know how you can get your hands on that. But yeah, this holds us back from even charging what we're worth. And again, I'm going to get into that a little bit later. The other thing is, we say, I don't currently have any clients, so I feel awkward asking for any money. Here's the thing here. Guess what? We all have to start somewhere. So I totally understand that, because I remember when I started with my first ever coaching client, I charged a really, really minimal fee to work with her, because and even that minimal fee I felt awkward asking for. However, she was my first client. At that time, that's what I was comfortable charging for her, just, right? I felt awkward, but I was comfortable, if that makes sense. But, she was what essentially started off my coaching career. So I want you to remember too, that as we're going through this, that we all started somewhere. Hey, Amanda, how you going, beautiful? Okay, so let's have a look now at some tips to understanding and supporting your worth in business. Your worth, I'll say this again, your worth, your product's worth, and your service's worth. Okay, but deep down, bottom line is, it all comes down to your worth as a business owner as well. So first of all, have a clear understanding of your why in business. Now, I'm going to be direct here. If you are in business simply to make money, and there is a level of business where we're all in business to make money, okay? I'm in business to make a living for myself, absolutely. But if you're in business solely to make money, you really need to get deep and go deep into the understanding of your why in business, okay? There's got to be a deeper level than that. Because if you are solely in business to make money, it's going to come out when you go to ask people for that money. If this is making sense to you, pop a 6 in the comments. Pop a 6 in the comments. Susie Manley, you have to have a why, you can't know your right direction. Exactly, Susie, that's right. So that's right. It helps you with your direction. So have a clear understanding of your why. When I was a VA, I went into business simply to make money. And guess what? Because exactly what I just said, because that was my reason, I didn't really have a why. I didn't know who I wanted to help and why I wanted to help them. But my why was to make money. And guess what? I hardly had any clients at all. That's why that business didn't last long. And then again, going deeper into it, 6, beautiful. Clearly define your audience. So know who you're speaking to. And I know you probably hear this a lot. Yeah, everyone tells me they have to define my audience, but I'm selling to everybody. Guys, if you are selling to everybody, you are actually doing yourself a disservice. We need to niche it down. We need to understand exactly who your audience is so you can speak more directly to them. So I used to, when I was first doing the coaching business, I was only working with women, okay? And that was a personal choice that I made. But I knew that I was speaking to women. So it was a lot easier, and I was, and women of a certain demographic, and it was a lot easier for me to, when I was doing live such as this, to be able to talk to them and use their language. Now I've transitioned, so I've gone from personal coaching to business coaching, and I'm also working with men as well, so men and women. But now when I'm talking to people, I'm talking to business owners, to micro, small business owners, right? So I'm not talking to everybody out there. There's a further niche than that, right? And I know what that is. But when I'm talking to people, this is who I know that I'm talking to. And so you need to do the same thing with your products and services. Who do you want to buy from you? And talk to that audience directly. If you speak to everyone, then you speak to no one. Right on, Manly. All right. Number 3 is work. How are we going for time? Look at me. I'm going through it real fast today. There we go. This is what happens when you when you can't see the time. I've got a makeshift office, guys. And before I'm moving into my own place in, what are we? I think we're 9 days' time. I don't know. I can't even remember. But this whole makeshift office is just weird. So it's not kind of set up the way I would normally do it. Anyway, we need to work with the right clients, guys. So this kind of follows on from the last one. If you are working with everybody, if you're talking to everyone, if you're believing that your target audience is everybody, then you're going to think everybody is your right client. And again, if you're doing this, you're doing yourself a disservice. So know who you don't want to work with as much as who you do want to work with. Okay, example what I just said. So when I started my personal coaching, I at the time didn't want to work with men, and there's nothing against blokes, right? It was just a personal choice of mine. But now that's changed. Okay, I also know, the type of people I won't work with, and so we need to get clear on that. And people will know, those of you who have come and done a business booster call with me, which is my free 30-minute call to find out more about the Heart and Soul Business Academy. If I don't think you're a fit for the academy, or if I think that you are more suited to work with someone else, or if I don't feel that for whatever reason, and it would be nothing personally against you, that we're not right to work together, then I'll let you know. And I'll refer someone who I think you are more suited to, or is more suited to help you. Okay. I've had times when I have taken on the wrong clients. And essentially it just, it hasn't been good for either of us. And this is where that going into business solely for the money came into it as well. Okay. So I've learned now who my right clients are. And I've learned who I want to work with and who I don't want to work with. And this in itself has helped me support my worth in business. And it's got to be, it's very uncomfortable at first when you say, when you turn around and say someone, look, I don't think we're right to work together. However, when you do that, most of the time people will appreciate it. You're targeting people with walls. Lady, I'm getting walls. Hey, Diane, how you going, lovely? So, what was I going to say? I was going to say, I had a sales call ages and ages ago with a lady who I thought was going to be a great fit for the academy. And it actually turned out that she wasn't the right fit. And it wasn't that, I didn't want to work with her. It's actually that she was further along in business than what the academy, you know, than what I teach. So she didn't really need my services. Okay. However, I was honest with her. I let her know that. And you know what? She really, really appreciated it, because I could have just said, oh, this is the perfect course for you. Yep, shut up, give me your money. But I didn't do that. I said, no, I don't think this course, I don't think this is what you're looking for. Here's someone that may be able to help you. But guess what has happened? Because I was honest with her, and this is where you help, where your worth and where you feel like your worth is coming into it. Because I was honest with her, she follows me on social media, she supports me on social media, she refers people to me all the time. So it's a win-win situation when you do that, okay? And it does make you feel okay and help you understand yourself. Susie, I've become very careful who I work with, and it saves a lot of time, stress, and energy for sure. Yes, that's right, girlfriend. Checking the time. Okay. This is a really interesting one. Charge what you feel comfortable with. Now, there's two sides to this, right? So the whole idea, and like I said at the start, you know, I was going to talk about this. Sometimes we don't know how much to charge. We don't know if we're charging too much. We don't know if we're charging too little. And sometimes, and there's a fine line. There's always a fine line between the two, okay? If you're going in with the attitude, I just want to make money, and you're charging way over what you truly feel comfortable with, then you're probably going to find it difficult to make the sales. This is why I started at a comfortable, like I said, with my first coaching client. I started at a very, very low hourly rate, but I was comfortable with it at the time. Then it got to the point where my self-confidence was growing. After a couple of clients, I could see, I was understanding the worth of the coaching that I was providing. And so therefore I wanted to support that in what I was charging. So my rates gradually became higher and higher, okay, as I felt comfortable to charge more of an hourly rate. Is this making sense? Hey, Carolyn. Hey, Senley. How you going, beautiful people? So again, pop a 4 in the comments if you're picking down what I'm putting up, or whatever the saying is. I don't even know if I said that right. Did I get that right, Susie? Probably not. I don't know. Give me a laugh. But a lot of people, and on the other side of that too, a lot of people will go into business, and like I said, they will charge a lot of money when they're really not quite feeling comfortable enough to be charging, in all honesty, to be charging that much yet. So there is a really fine line. And in the Heart and Soul Business Academy, I teach you how to hone in to where you are comfortable, and hone into exactly, you know, how you're going to go into a sales call or talk to a potential customer, and to be able to sell them your products at a price that you're truly happy with, where you're actually making a decent profit in your business, as well as service-based businesses as well. Absolutely making sense. Nice. You got it. Oh, good. You got it. Good, Susie. I don't even know if I got it right or not. So number 5 is seek assistance to get help and get clarity in your business. And you know, when I say this a lot, and I hear people rolling their eyes in the background going, yeah, I know. You always tell me I need to seek assistance. Guys, I tell you that it was only when I invested in myself and in my business that anything started happening. Anything started happening properly and at a level that I could truly say and feel that I was a professional in business. Now, I've been running businesses since I was 20, and someone asked me the other day, oh, what kind of businesses had you run? And I was going, oh my God, what kind of business have I run? I said, I run a roof tiling business with my kid's dad. I've run, an audio typing business. I've sold online jewelry. I've sold underwear. I've done direct sales before. And then I've been a virtual assistant, come into personal coaching, and now business coaching. So I've been doing this in business for quite a while, and I've learned a lot, guys. So this is why this is my passion, to help you guys. But again, in all those businesses I've run, in every single one, up until 2020, I tried to do it alone. And while those other businesses up until 2020 went okay, they didn't go fabulously, right? And, you know, life went on. But in 2020, I hired a coach. I sought that assistance that I knew, because I knew that there's a lot of things that I needed to learn. And I embraced it. I put everything into action that I learned. It gave me clarity, lots and lots of clarity about my business. And something that, you know, I have never regretted. Not once have I regretted seeking that assistance. So my encouragement to you all, even if you are one of those people rolling your eyes and going, oh my God, you know, she's seek assistance. I encourage you to invest in yourself, invest in your business. I know it's scary. I've been there. I've 100% been there. I know it's scary. Okay. But this is where you want to invest in yourself, in your business. Your favorite quote, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. African proverb. It is such a powerful statement. I'm going to read that again because that's brilliant, Susie. And if I could share it at the moment, I would share it on screen. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So get that support and that help that you need. Love it, love it, love it, love it, Susie Manley. And one way I've been mentioning it today that you can have that support is to come and join my Heart and Soul Business Academy. We have a bunch of incredible people in the academy right now. We've just started our next round. It is not too late to join. We're taking people, I'm taking calls until the end of this week on Friday. If you would like to be eligible for $5,500 worth of bonuses when you join the academy, and you are welcome to just pop academy in the comments, and we will get in touch with you and make a time when we can book in that free 30-minute call. And this is where I want to find out about you and your business. This call's all about you guys. It's not about me. I want to learn about you and your business and what you're looking for. And then we'll talk about whether the Heart and Soul Business Academy is for you. But again, so you can book in your call if you book in your call for what are we, Tuesday? So before Friday this week, you are eligible for that extra $5,500 worth of bonuses. So pop the word academy in the comments. Do yourself a favor and jump into the Heart and Soul Business Academy. That's right, Susie Manley. I'm right with you there. Okay, I'm trying to stop sharing my window. Okay, hang on. Let me do some quick things. I just want to share this quote again on screen because I really, really love this. You know, if you want to go fast, go alone, people. If you want to go far, go together. And this is something that the beautiful Susie Manley and I live by. We work a lot together. We collaborate a lot together, and it's so good. So, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this training. I hope this has helped you understand your worth in business and how to charge more what you're worth. But again, if you want to go deeper, if you want to learn the strategy in how to get out there and how to get the clients and how to make those sales on an ongoing basis, so your business is in the growth stage, come and have a chat. Pop the word academy in the comments, and we will be in touch with you. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it, beautiful Susie. You are very, very welcome. And don't forget, if you're watching the replay, pop #replay, and I'll come back and answer any questions that you might have. All right, everybody, have a fantastic Tuesday, and I will see you again soon. Bye.